have to understand certain things. Because, as you know, there are many people who have got realization. I don't know how many, I don't keep count. But what is lacking in them is surrendering. It's embarrassing to say, but it's a fact. This is the only condition of modern Sahaja Yoga, that you have to really surrender. If you start using your brain, if you start using other methods to understand Sahaja Yoga, you cannot. You must surrender. And as Islam is nothing but surrender. Islam means surrender. And if that surrender is not there, it is impossible to establish anyone in the kingdom of God. Surrender is not that you should give up your family, give up your children, or give up your houses and homes and your properties. Surrendering is here, give up your ego to begin with, and then give up your conditionings. For example, the other day I met one gentleman and he's suffering a lot. So I asked him, who is your guru? So he gave me one name of a guru. I said, he's not done any good to you. Will you give him up? He said, tomorrow. I said, why not today? He said, today. But I have to throw away all his things, so tomorrow morning I'll do it. I said, all right, do it. What should I throw away, mother? Then all the things with which you worshipped him, throw away, thrown away. Then he went round the whole house, found out whatever was there, which was used for worshipping him. Everything he gathered together, threw in the sea. And then he told the sea that, I'm sorry, I have suffered a lot because of this man. Now you please don't suffer. So this kind of a very penetrating intelligence if you don't have, you cannot give up. One sticks to that. I know of so many who find it so difficult to get rid of their conditionings. That's more difficult than ego. But then conditionings and conditioning that you have. We have first conditioning that supposing you are born in India or England or any place. After Sahaja Yoga I have seen most of the people, they suddenly start seeing what's wrong with their countrymen, what's wrong with their country, what's wrong with their religion, what's wrong with the books they were reading. Immediately they start seeing it clearly that this was the mistake. This is wrong. They all make fun of them. I've seen people all over the world. Nobody says that no, because we are English, we are the best, we are Russians, so we are the best, or we are Indians, we are the best. Immediately they find out what's wrong with them and why these people are not getting realization. On the other hand, they feel such compassion that, mother, so many people haven't got their realization. Why shouldn't we try to give them realization? This is the double action of this light. Firstly, you know that there is light and that you have become the light. So wherever your attention goes, you start seeing reality. And then you understand that this has been the conditioning of our country, of our society. And then they abhor all that is wrong. They never identify with it. But first thing, as I said, is surrendering. In surrendering, actually, You develop a kind of a state where I would say you become a sannyasi from within. That means nothing can dominate you. What is a sannyasi? Is a person who is above everything else. Nothing can stick to him. He just looks at things and he knows what it is. He may not say. He knows everything and he doesn't do whatever is wrong. He is so detached that in that detachment only he can see what's wrong with people. He starts seeing his family people, he starts seeing other surroundings, everywhere. He starts seeing what's wrong. And he does not identify with them. It's very surprising. I have seen it. I went to Turkey. In Turkey I met one gentleman who was running a big Swiss hotel. And he came himself to me and said, "Mother, give me realization." I was surprised because I didn't see this in Switzerland, such a anxious personality would ask for realization. Very surprising that in Turkey he should ask for realization. And I gave him realization. And immediately he said, "I am not going to go back to Switzerland." Just imagine. You see, it is so clear-cut that this light definitely gives you tremendous wisdom and balance. Supposing you are walking and you can't see the road, you may fall down. But if there's little light also, you can see it. And this is what Sahaja Yoga has done. It's given you very little light. That little light itself has been sufficient for you to give up so many things. Now the other side of it is the ego part. Ego is very subtle stuff with human beings. I don't know how they gather it, but they do. And some of them have such a gullible ego that with the slightest thing it shoots off. And they get very angry for small things. Or if they find somebody whom they can dominate also that person. Now this ego, when you start seeing it, you just start laughing at yourself and think that, what's wrong with me? Ego is not like conditioning which is coming from outside, but ego is something that comes from within. It can come from anything. Human beings have ego of all kinds of nonsensical things. One day I met one lady and she was very proud and was not even smiling. I said, "What's the matter with this lady? What is she?" So they told me she knows how to make dolls, that's why she's so proud. I said, "Eh? To make dolls?" She's so proud. Yes, she can make dolls, so she's so proud. I said, "What is there? Anybody can make dolls. So what is so great?" "No, but she thinks she's very great because she makes dolls." So a man becomes stupid and stupid. That is first sign of an egoistical person. He's so stupid that when you're talking to him, you just get flabbergasted. That without paying anything, you have got a buffoon before you who is showing all jokes of his buffoonery. It's something very surprising. You meet any egoistical person and you just watch him. "I did this, I am, I. Then you start seeing the person, what's the matter? He's not even ashamed to say things that should not be said. Then it goes even to the sinful life they lead. They lead a very sinful life, they're fond of women, they drink and this and that. Then they start boasting about that also. "I drank that day so much, I had 5 women around me." They start boasting of that also. So for an egoistical man, there is nothing like shame. He'll go on telling about his nonsensical things and everybody will say, "Oh my God, with whom are we talking?" And then whatever they do, they justify. I asked one fellow, "You had such a bad heart attack. Why do you drink now? Give up drinking." He said, but even this person, Kirloskar, we have one in Pune, who is now, I think, 95, he drinks. So I said, you are not Kirloskar. And even if he drinks, what's the use? What is he gaining by that? No, you see, he's very good. Because see, he drinks and he is so successful. Is he successful because of drinking? But even ordinary reasoning is not there. Ordinary reasoning. And in the general way, if you see, even if you see the greatest drunkard countries, I have never seen a statue of a man who died of drinking. Never. I have not seen in any country people are praising a man because he had 10 women or he died of drinking. So far. I don't know how far human beings can go in their ego. Now this ego is spreading very much in modern times, where they start saying, I like this, I don't like this. What you don't like? I don't like this kind of a sari, I don't like this kind of clothes, I don't like this. Well, who are you? You are not going to see yourself, others are going to see. So what difference does it make whether you like it or not? But it's very common with young people to talk like that, I like. And this is a sign of complete destruction. Because ego is not only makes you stupid. You see, all these days the way people dress up, and we find they are very stupid because I like it. So what? Anything they like it, if they want to walk on their heads, I like it. What's wrong? All kinds of stupidity can be explained through ego. So those who get realization, somehow or other, thank God, see it. This is my ego talking. Then they start laughing at themselves, making fun of themselves. This